So I got a cool project today. I got to turn all this into something. So I got half-inch piping here. I got 3 of these. One, I already have one done. And then I got these quick couplers, and they're gonna go hook up to these brooder heaters. So that's the project today. I used to only use heat lamps, and just the way they're made now and the cost of light bulbs and electric, I'm only getting like a year out of a heat lamp. So I went to this stuff. I got chicks coming in tomorrow, so I need to get all this done and working. So here we go. So I got my brooders hooked up, got them on a chain. And then this is what on and off valve there. And then a quick disconnect here, so I can unhook it and move it if I have to. I got them, 3 of them in here in case it gets really cold like they say it is. And I went through and soap sprayed everything down and make sure there was nothing leaking. I didn't get any bubbles. But you got a whip that comes down and then ties into the back of this. This is your pressure here. So all you got to do is hold this on light underneath here where that pilot light hole is, and then you can run them down to like 0.5 psi, and then run them up to 20, which 20 is a lot. It's burning hot at 20. I'm hoping I only have to run 1 during the day and then maybe kick 3 of them on at night. But I want to build I'll hook it in over here probably where it comes in at. I'm going to build a regulator with a high-low, and your high side has a solenoid valve on it, and that way it's got a solenoid valve to a thermostat, so your low pressure is always feeding and your high pressure will be adjusted by temperature. So you can set your low, 0.3 psi, and then your high side you can set up to 6 or 7 psi, and then it can regulate the temperature in here. So I order a solenoid valve and then 2 regulators, propane regulators, and a thermostat, which I could use. I got these thermostats. These are 110 thermostats. The cover's missing, but it works still and goes to a receptacle. So instead of putting a receptacle on it, I can go directly into this and adjust this. The cover shows you it goes from like 30 to, I don't know, 100, I guess. But I used to have this hooked up with heat lamps. Had one here, and then I have another one over here that's tied in. But I like that these brooders, they're Gasolic brooder, and this is the filter for it. These come off stainless. The whole thing's made out of stainless. The burners inside are stainless. The guy was telling me the LP White brooder heaters, they have nothing but problems with them, and he recommended these. So I think this is the M8 series, if anybody's looking into them. Man, you could put this in your shop too. This is $86. And I think the kit comes with this hose, this valve, and this assembly here was 15 bucks. And you can hook this up to a propane bottle if you got the right fitting on the end of it. Hook it straight to a propane bottle. Make sure you have a regulator you can adjust, and you can hang this anywhere in the shop, garage, barn. We'll see how they work when we get this cold weather coming Saturday, Sunday. Gotta drop my waters down, go make feed, and we're ready to go. So I'm in the greenhouse. I'm going to show you why I like this greenhouse the most. So we got the wood burner going. Went and cut hedge. I think those are about 3 years old. We had them down for 3 years. Got that rolling in there. I fed that last night at midnight. Put 2 more logs in there, so it's still going from this morning. It's nice in here. It says it feels like it's negative 21 outside, but the actual temp is negative 3. And those are not froze. So it's above 32. For the waters, I always use these nipple waters when they're young. It keeps their water clean. I have bowl waters for them, automatic ones hooked to a faucet or hydrant. But this here, just that little piece being hanging there and it's silver, they just want to peck at stuff all the time. They're over there, you can tell them they're pecking at the wall. So it's just something for them to do, and then they realize it's water. So they drink pretty quick out of these. They start drinking out of these right away. I know some people that say you need to come in and give each one of them a drink. I've never had to do that. And that would take a long time if you're running 500 or 1,000 birds. But these seem to work. I used to not use these, and I just had chip bowl waters. The problem with those is they get in them, they get wet, and then they also get in them, and then again they'll from walking around, and they'll get them dirty. This way, the water stays clean, especially when they're young like this, fresher water for them. But once they get about 3 weeks, I can switch them over to an automatic bowl water. And they're big enough, they can handle a little more cold. I think I have them on the other side, but they work really well. And they're pretty simple design, the automatic waters. But this is why I like this greenhouse. And then, not this week, but next week we'll start growing right above here. And all that heat from that and all this in here will be plants right through there, right through the middle. So you got chicks pigs, rabbits, and she's about to have them. You're gonna have them today, huh, Spot? And I got one over here. I put one in here last night just to be safe in case you did have them last night. And the pigs drop out. They're wet. I just get them dried off real quick. As soon as she gets them out and they're nursing, I'll pull that off. But for pigs, we take and make a corner like this, and put a heat lamp in that box there, and that way the pigs, once they're done, these guys are about, I don't think they're a week yet, they're like 3 or 4 days old, but once they get done nursing, they'll go underneath there and stay warm and get away from the mom, and that way it's kind of like a farrowing crates, just a little less dramatic. She's got plenty of room to move around still and do stuff. With farrowing crates, they're locked down to a pretty small area.